I just got back from the winter farmers market and whoa, it's 18 degrees out today. So I thought to myself, probably not going to be that busy. But I was looking on their website last night and they offer shuttle service to and from the farmers market from a nearby high school or something. I'm not sure. But I was like, it's going to be 18 degrees. There's no way. So it's about a half hour away. And as I'm getting closer, I'm starting to see cars lined up all along the side of the road. And I was like, no way. Yes way. And then the shuttle went by. And I was like, dang, okay. So huge. Oh my God. The doors open up to like a tropical paradise. And they just have so much. Just the place itself, it was at a local greenhouse. And wow, it's the biggest greenhouse I've seen in a while. They had such beautiful things and beautiful displays. It was amazing. And I was just like, I'm about to lose quite a good chunk of time in here in the best way. It was amazing. And then you go to the back section and then there was the whole farmer's market and it was packed. It was pretty dang packed. Like there was town police in the parking lot directing traffic. So ridiculous. But it was so amazing. I'm so blown away. I have been sleeping on my local community, you guys. What am I doing? So yeah, no more. But I got a few things. Nothing crazy. But, and yeah, I know. These potatoes. These are Pinto Golds. They're really cool. They are red and white skinned. Apparently they're very delicious. I certainly didn't want to buy potatoes in plastic. There was other vendors with loose potatoes, but no one else had these ones. And I've heard really good things and I want to try them. And don't worry, this plastic bag won't go to waste. But then this is 3 pounds. I paid $6 for the bag. So $2 a pound. Yeah, it's more than grocery store potatoes, but I'm totally okay with it. I know they're organic, local, all that good stuff. And then the rest of this stuff was $8.35 or something like that. But I have 8 small onions. I got 4 yellow and 4 red. And then a cluster of shallots and 2 small cabbages, which I use quite a bit for a lot of things. So I'm excited. I also, you guys, this seed display up in there was wild. And yeah, I know, I just told you guys I have a bunch of old seeds, and I do. I walked in and I saw they carry botanical interest, which is so cool. That is Kevin Espiritu. He has a YouTube channel, Epic Gardening, and it's an insane resource, a wealth of resources for everything gardening. And he acquired this seed company sometime during the pandemic, and I'm very happy to support him and you know, his business and practices. So I grabbed a couple of the small packs. I got a basil blend, which is 6 different basils, which is pretty cool, and a pack of kale, which this is, there we go. This is the lacinato kale, or the dinosaur kale. I have not grown this. I do not have either of these seeds. Well, yeah, I don't have any basil seeds actually. So, also, in addition to those, I know, I got hanging planters, which, yeah, they're like the cheesy plastic ones, but they actually have a pretty dang good drainage system in the bottom, which is really cool. But $2.50. I've been keeping my eye on Marketplace for quite some time, and I've never seen used ones this cheap. And now, yeah, it's more plastic, I know, but and these plant pots are not the vibe, I know, but I think they're going to be perfect to hang in front of my south-facing windows. I already have houseplants hanging that they can move. Veggies can take priority now, especially, you know, finances are a little tighter. But speaking of finances, let's talk about that for a second. Because on my way home from the farmer's market, I was having these thoughts of like, you know, it's really cool that despite the current financial situation I find myself in, not financial situation, employment situation, It's still pretty cool that I feel totally okay spending the gas to go to the farmer's market that's a half hour away, and being fine with buying things and not worrying about the price. And I bought myself a snack, of course, obviously, if you guys had seen. Whew. But I don't know, it's just, I'm so happy I'm not in panic mode right now. And I so easily could be, and I know I was there for a few minutes, but then, like I've already told you guys, then I woke up the next day and I was like, no, why? There's no need. And I think that just comes from an overall feeling of peace and comfort that I have with my ability to always be okay. I'm never gonna let myself not be okay. And I don't know, I guess I'm just was feeling really proud of myself for the path that I've been on for the last while, and that I finally got myself to a place where I can be looking at a situation of suddenly no more income coming in and not panic, and to be like, you know what, I'm okay. I can take some time and stop and think about what the next step is. And I guess I feel like I even have more freedom to make a life pivot than I ever have before. Not that that's ever stopped me. I've always just done a life pivot anytime I felt like it, or circumstances provided me like a life reset, kind of like I'm facing right now. But I guess this is the first time I've ever done it from this place that I'm at, of being financially okay. And I'm not even talking about necessarily the number in a bank account, right? I'm talking about my habits that I've developed over the years, my mindset about money, and I guess all of the things that kind of trickle down from there. Like my financial habits are so much better than they used to be, and I'm so much more cushioned now than I've ever been, which is insanely helpful. But it's just such a great feeling of knowing I'm not financially stupid. At least I don't feel like I am. I know there's people who would argue that when it comes to student loans, but aside from those, I guess, in the day-to-day, I feel like I'm not financially stupid. And so I take huge comfort in that, and the learning I've done, and the steps it's taken to get here, and knowing that I'm not going to let myself backslide at all. Even if I do backslide, say, by the number in the bank account, by making some kind of move, starting a different job, moving somewhere else, deciding to go buy a homestead instead of a house hack. I don't know. I don't know what the next step is or looks like, but I just feel so comforted that it doesn't matter. I'm going to figure it out. I'm never going to let myself get to an oh shit situation where I'm operating in panic, and then I'm making probably dumb financial decisions out of panic. I'm not going to let that happen. And I'm just so confident in that. And yeah, I don't know. I guess it's just so amazing. And I have such lovely people in my life too that have offered, if I needed a place to live or whatever. And even if I took financial back steps by draining savings through this process, whatever it ends up looking like, whatever, it's not going to kill me. I'm just would never let it get to a place where it's so bad where I'm actually like worried. That's not going to happen. If worse came to worse and shit hit the fan, okay, sell my rental property, get another chunk of money, and then figure out the next step from there. It's okay. So thank you guys for all of the positive comments lately that have reiterated more or less the same thing. And I'm just feeling so grateful right now of everything. You guys, the hard work, the years of trudging through to get here. So even though this period of time may be a little bit of a financial backstep, it's gonna be okay in the long run, right? I am gonna start looking for other jobs. Where? I don't know. but I'm really excited to see what I find. And maybe this is a weird feeling to have, but I feel like even if they did ask me to come back, I would feel embarrassed almost to see other people in the office again. I don't know. I would feel like I'd be sitting there with like, I feel like I'd always have to be working with some kind of point to prove, like I deserve to be there, you know? And like, ew, that's so gross. So yeah, I don't even know if I would want to go back because that's so shitty. Obviously, it wasn't the dream job, the dream career. I knew it was only like a period of time, kind of bridge the gap sort of thing to whatever next step. But ew, yeah, I don't know. Maybe, is it irrational to feel that way? Would you guys feel that way? Have you felt that way? If you've been furloughed and then asked to come back later, like it just, I don't know. I feel like it'd be one thing if the company was like remorseful at all. But that's corporate America. You ain't getting a hug around here. So I don't know. Yeah, either way, I don't, in the pit of my stomach, I have a feeling that I'm not going back there. Whether they want me to or not, or I find something else, whatever shakes out, I just have a feeling it's not going to be there. So what's it going to be? I don't know. I'm so excited. I am. I'm ready to move on. I feel stale here. I wasn't loving the job because, again, it was a fight over work. So it's like not surprised that I got furloughed strictly for lack of work. At least I know it was not anything that was like because I'm a shitty employee or whatever. It's had nothing to do with me. It's straight up lack of work. And I'm okay with that. I gotta be okay with that. But yeah, if I went back, it would just feel really uncomfortable. So I don't want to be uncomfortable anymore, especially in a place that dictates the majority of your waking hours. Like that's not a way to live. So I don't know. I can really only see one step at a time in front of me right now for the first time in a long time. But at least this time it's with excitement and I feel like I get to pick the next step. So hopefully it'll be exciting. It will be. To be perfectly frank, my heart is being called to not buy a house hack and just go buy a cabin in the woods and melt into the hillside or something. I don't know. Just take a totally remote job, even if it's way less paying. I don't care. That's what I'm feeling right now. Because house hacking is not the only way to monetize your living situation. So, you know, there's tons of options out there and I'm mulling over every single one of them. So, I don't know, more to follow. Thank you for listening. I appreciate you guys so very much for all of your encouragement and support through this time. It means the world to me. I will see you guys very soon.